Last winter, while I was watching a hockey game, I had one of those aha moments. I was watching a commercial where a young chap was asking his dad about his hockey season. So I turned to my son and I said, "Have you ever seen a stats book for kids?" And he said, "No." So this is where my idea came from, and I've created my stats books. I have books for hockey, baseball, goalies, pitchers, basketball, and soccer. I bet your first reaction is, well, there's an app for that. Sure there are, but those apps aren't going to capture your child's handwriting and their cognitive development, and you can't put the pictures in newspaper articles that you quite often want to keep. These books also give your child the responsibility of keeping track of their stats. They can do the math to figure out their percentages, and it's a learning experience for both you and your child. With the apps, there's always the reality that technology is forever changing and computers do crash. So this will be a permanent record that you can always keep. There are several pages that are common to each of the books that I have done. The first page is the About Me page, and that's the one where the child's picture can go and they can give a little bit of information about themselves, the team that they're playing on, the division they're in, their grade in school, what their favorite team is, who they respect, who their favorite players are, and their preseason height and weight, and their postseason height and weight. The next page is about their team, and there's a spot for a team picture, and then another page where they can list the teammates and their numbers and their positions. Not to be left out are the important coaches, assistants, and trainers that can also be listed on a separate page. At the end of the book, there's several pages that I've left blank for just memories of the season, and it might include newspaper articles, pictures of team get-togethers or victory celebrations. If they go to and spend some time in a hotel and there's a party, the kids like to have those things all in one spot. In order to track the stats, I've created a scratch pad at the back of each page, and you're welcome to photocopy that and take it to the games to mark off what your child has done during the game. Once you've get home from the game, you can fill out a game tracker, and that's where I'd like to see the child take responsibility for this part of the book. They can write in who the opponent was, the date of the game, whether they won or lost, and in hockey, if they scored a goal, how many assists they got, if they blocked some shots, if they got a penalty, just little things about the game. At the bottom of the page, there's also a spot for some comments. My grandson has put in one of the girls just about scored a hat trick, but time ran out, and that the goalie played great. The game tracker for most of the sports is pretty simple to do. The ones for goalies are much more detailed, as are the ones for pitchers. There's a lot more that people want to know about those two positions. One of my objectives in creating these books was to provide a lasting memory for players and also to assist organizations in their fundraising efforts, to encourage the development of players and the inclusion of all kids in sports. Many children don't have the financial resources necessary to participate at a competitive level, and I'm hoping that with the proceeds of these, some organizations may be able to at least sponsor a player or two to participate. The retail price of the book is $15. I would be happy to meet with any organizations to discuss my books and how we can work together to raise some funds for their organization. For more information, please contact me by phone at 519-317-0606 or by email at mystatsbook@hotmail.com. I hope you have a successful season, play fair, and most of all, have fun.